Yeah, USDT dominance is falling too, which is awesome. Means people are getting out of stable coins. Getting out of stable coins is huge, 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 huge. So we got 13 people here. I'm gonna wait for a couple more to join. And since you guys are early, I'm gonna share this with you. This is kind of like a cheat chart right here that I have. I went over this pretty in depth in the bear market, and it's played out accurately every single time, guys. If you go to Bitcoin CME futures, if you're someone that charts, this chart right here is overpowered. Like, for real, this chart here is overpowered right here. Every time we've entered, these are all time cycles, right? Equal equivalents of times, right? And every time we've seen a bull run top, it has been in November, believe it or not. Every bull run top has been in November, and we'll start out by just zooming out and looking at that. So I'm actually starting to create this massive chart right here. This is what I was doodling with, but every top has, see, November 2023 was the top, November 2017 was the top, November 2021 was the top. Every single time we've topped out has been in November of 2020, or in November, guys. It has never been different from that, from November. I had an in-depth video. I had this chart drawn one time back in 2022, and I made an in-depth video calling the bottom. I wish I could pull that up for you guys. Maybe I'll share with you guys, but it called the bottom absolutely perfectly. And I'm recreating it right now so I can share with you guys, but I'm not gonna do it on the live stream. But the big thing is this chart right here is kind of confirming that as well. So each one of these are time cycles. This is another chart that I'm continually working on. These are time cycles, equal equivalents of time. Every time we've entered the valley of these time cycles, we've experienced a bullish impulse. What does that mean? Every time we've entered the valley, we've seen a push to the upside. For example, you can see bull run top, November 2016. You go down here, December 2018, bottoms in, right? Bottoms in right in, the time cycle bottom. We rally up, and then you start falling back down. What happened? We hit a bottom in the time cycle bottom, got a bullish impulse. We ran up, and we had the double top for BTC, right? Look, we came down, equal time frame, July 2021, hit the time cycle bottom, rallied, came down, called the bottom perfectly right here, October. This is what actually helped me call the bottom right here. October 2022, bottom was in. We ran up to January 2024, had a slight correction right here, right? As soon as we entered that time cycle right here, time cycle bottom, boom, bullish impulse, we started rallying. So the next bullish impulse is May. The next bullish impulse is the second week in May. So that's kind of what I'm looking for here. The parabolic phase, we can continue going up, but once we hit May, that's when we really should start ripping hard, guys. This has been accurate every single time. Every single time we've fallen into one of these time cycle valleys, guys, we've gone absolutely parabolic. And the next time cycle valley is November 16th. November 15th, May 15th, May 16th. So that's kind of what I'm keeping an eye on there. May 15th, May 16th. Once we hit that the time cycle bottom, I'm going to be expecting a bullish impulse. That's usually the most optimal time to put your longs in on futures, is every time you hit a bullish impulse. Pretty crazy stuff, guys, isn't it? Crazy too that we're actually sitting in this channel. We're actually still in this channel, which leads me to believe the next bullish impulse, end of 2025, we could be up here, something like this, 2025, October, November, top out at the top of the channel, and then you work your way back down. So that's kind of what I'm experiencing right there. I think we're going to top out, in November. Usually you top out at the top of the time cycles, right? You can see right when we're at the top right here, it was the top. Right when we were right here, top. When we were right here, pretty close to the top. When we were right here, that was close to the top. When the retracement right here was inaccuracy. Right here, we actually was a bottom. But if time does tell, look at when the top is right here. November 2025 is at the top of the time cycle. Every time we've hit the top of the time cycle, it has been pretty accurate that the top is in, and every time we've hit the valley, the bottom's been in. So that's why October, November 2025, I'm calling it. That's the end of the bull run, October, November this year. So we don't have that much time to get rich, boys. If you're here now, you're still early though. We still have a lot of room to run. All right. But once your homeboys get in, the ones that you've been telling to get into crypto, once they get in, they're going to be the exit liquidity for all of us. They're going to be chasing while we're in early. So this is a very powerful chart. I'm glad I went over it. Let's look at the chats. What do we have in the chats? Not a whole lot of people chatting. We have Motaz, check out BIA. My bet is Q2 2025. we will have peaked. Oh, maybe. Well, that's around this. That is around this bullish impulse time, though. If you think about it, Q2 is around the bullish impulse. So we'll see. I actually want to find this video real quick. Let me. I'm gonna pause this real quick. Let me find this video for you guys, actually explaining the bull run bottom. This is this chart I'm recreating. Let me see. I have to go back to my YouTube. YouTube. Go to my. Shoot. I have to go to Studio, don't I? Studio. I really want to share this video with you guys. We're not going to watch the whole video, but this is the chart that I'm recreating. It's very powerful. Content, views, right here. Okay, I'm pulling this down for you guys.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really?
I just want to show you guys this video real quick because this is the chart that I'm recreating. So I created this video in, when was this? I created this video 2 years ago, got 4.3K views on it. I created it in 2022 before the bottom was actually in. And in here, I call the bottom. The bottom was expected November 2022, which was accurate. Now, this isn't that long of a video, but I kind of want to run a little bit. This is what I'm recreating. This is what I'm recreating right here for you guys. I'm actually going to do a little bit of updating of it, but somehow I lost the chart that I created, and I'm recreating it for you guys right now. But this is such a powerful chart right here as well. So if you are a technical analysis person, I'll actually drop this link in the chat for you guys. This video right here has massive breakdowns. I mean, if you just look at this chart without us even looking at the video. Okay, so we have a Bitcoin halving right here, correct? Let me see if I can just full screen this. Will it work? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I won't even play the video. I'll just talk about this right here. So this is the chart I'm recreating. As you can see, Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin halving. After the Bitcoin halving right here, you have 365 days until you reached your peak, right? Your new all-time high. You had 365 days. From that 365 days, you had 406 days until you hit the bear market bottom, which was a negative 86% from that all-time high. Now, from all-time high to all-time high of 2018 was 1,477 days, correct? 1,477 days. The crazy part is, if we just look at the days, each time we have reached a new all-time high, it's been around 1,400 days. We had 1,477 days, 1,428 days, and this one called November, which November was the bottom, was 1,414 days. So so if we go 1,414 days from our prior all-time high, which new all-time high actually puts us at the end of 2025 right here. So if you go from the new all-time high, which let me actually minimize this for you guys real quick. I really wish I just had this chart pulled up, but we're going to do it the rough way, which if you actually go 1,400 days, which is bars from the top, let's see where that takes us.